please don't play a coloring in game with your color corrector. Please. Honestly, Instagram really has killed the art of makeup in many sense. Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Maaru, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am a makeup artist from New Zealand, and today is Tutorial Tuesday, where we look at makeup related content. And even though today is not going to be a typical conventional tutorial, I will be sharing top 10 makeup mistakes that people make, or I have seen people make, including some makeup artists, when it comes to makeup, particularly when it comes to complexion products or the base of your makeup. The reason I'm talking about the base in particular, because I actually feel that that is the most important part of makeup, period, because it really is the foundation for the rest of your makeup to go on. Another reason that I'm doing this video is because given the current situations, there are a lot of brides out there who are opting to do their own makeup. I think it's completely understandable. So if you are one of those people, maybe these tips and tricks, or maybe some of these mistakes that you're making, you can learn more about them and how to properly apply products that you're already using. If you are looking to hire a makeup artist, maybe these are a few things that you can look out for when hiring makeup artists so that you make informed decisions. Before I start, I would like to make a disclaimer, and that is that my approach to makeup comes from more of a scientific point of view. I look at skin, I look at products, I look at ingredients, and I evaluate how suitable they are to each and every client. There are about 3 things that govern makeup for me. One is hygiene. Very, very important. Hygiene, I can't stress enough. It is directly health and safety. Health and safety is paramount regardless of what type of work you're in. 2, sustainability. I cannot stand wastage of products. This comes to excessive baking, excessive foundation being basically, you know, when people apply like on Instagram and people just apply like that, their foundation, it makes me cringe every time because it is not professional. And also on yourself, it does not give you enough control over the amount of product going on your skin. 3rd, client satisfaction. Let's just jump right in. So number 1 mistake that I have seen a lot of people make is moisturizer, not allowing enough time for the skin preparation products to soak into the skin. I cannot stress this enough because your skin needs time to actually grab onto products and absorb it. It needs time. Otherwise, you'll just be piling on product and not allowing your skin to actually deal with what you're putting on. So when you apply moisturizer, always allow for 1 minute at least for the skin to soak it in. Make sure the moisturizer is suitable for the type of skin that you have. I've already applied my moisturizer on top. Mistake 2 is not using primer that suits your face. And in turn, a lot of people say, oh, primers are not necessary. They are if you want your makeup to last long. They are. The only thing is that you need to find the right primer that suits your skin and serves your skin what you want. It really does take some trial and error, or talk to a professional who knows a lot about your skin and also primers, and find the right primer for yourself, and I promise your makeup will last ages. And the same rule applies for primers. Apply it and allow your skin to soak it in and breathe. Maybe a couple of minutes will do. I also have applied my primer and it doesn't feel like I'm touching wet product basically on my face. So my skin now is ready for makeup. Mistake 3, scented or perfume in products. I cannot stand high scented products. Huda Beauty, her eyeshadows are nice, but her complexion products are, they make me gag. The amount of perfume in there makes me gag. And also I just hate gambling with clients' skin that way because I just don't know what type of scent or perfume is gonna react with my clients. So I stay away from perfumes and scented products, and if you are doing your own makeup for your wedding, or if you're hiring a makeup artist, just bear in mind that if they are using a scented product on your face, maybe do a little test on your hand just to see that there are no nasty allergic reactions, so to avoid that. So for me, I pass on the scented stuff, or at least stick to naturally scented perfumes, naturally scented products or perfumes in products. Mistake number 4, matching your foundation only to your neck. The peripheral area around your chin, actually, if you look at it, it is actually under shadow. So the color you see is not truly the color of your neck. It's under shadow. It's under the shadow of your head. So the best place to match your foundation really is here. And the type of foundation you want is something that you can dab, and when you blend, it kind of disappears. And you want it to disappear and become one with your face. So the idea of matching your foundation to your chest area is that when someone looks at your front on, especially in photos and things, or in real life, the face matches what they see straight on, not what's under here. Hence why don't match your foundation to here, because you're directly comparing a part of your body that's under shadow most of the time. So it's far better for you to match your foundation just as someone would look at you and match over here. Mistake number 5, and that is dripping foundation right onto your face. It's actually a pet peeve of mine. Don't do it to yourself and or on clients. Don't drip foundations like this. No. What you can do is you can take it and spread your foundation using a brush, a foundation brush, and then you can blend it in with a buffer brush, or if you're doing it on yourself, you can use Beauty Blender, but you can't use a Beauty Blender on clients. If you have a makeup artist using Beauty Blender on you, red flag. No. Beauty blenders, it's pretty hard to actually fully clean them and declare them as 100% germ free. Whereas brushes, yes, you can clean them thoroughly and they are safe. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my hands to spread where I want my foundation. You can use a foundation brush. If you don't have foundation brush, that is fine. You can go ahead with your hands and that is totally okay as long as your hands are clean. And only use foundation in thin layers because it gives you more control on where you put them and how much you put on your face. From a sustainability point of view, when it comes to complexion products, I believe in using as little as you can to achieve the best effect. So with foundation, once I spread it all over my face, I take my buffing brush and I gently stipple. And stippling is a less damaging, effective way to spread your foundation. This actually brings me to mistake number 6. Yeah, mistake number 6, and that is, I kind of touched base on it, Beauty Blender. Just watch out for Beauty Blenders. I actually can't stand them. And when I met Kristen Stewart, who runs a makeup school in Christchurch, and she also is in charge of New Zealand Fashion Week, last year I met her and she had this massive release on what she thinks about Beauty Blenders, and I 100% agree. Any kind of sponge, if your makeup artist is using a sponge on your face, red flag, stay away, because that is not safe hygienic practice whatsoever. There's no guarantee that that sponge is germ-free. Mistake number 7, and that is work in thin layers. Whether it's concealer, whether it's foundation, work in thin layers. A lot of us underestimate the color correcting power of foundation. A lot of us associate pink and oranges to be, number one color correcting sources or, products. However, we forget that yellow, i.e. the pigment in our foundation, also has the ability to color correct our skin. Therefore, always use your foundation first, and after putting on your foundation, examine your face and only spot treat and color correct as needed. Don't ever feel the need to overuse or put on so much color correcting product on your face before foundation, because there's no need. You're just wasting product, and wastage is not good for anybody. So what I'm trying to say is allow for your foundation to cover as much as it can first, and then go in with your color corrector. So for me, I'm gonna go in with my favorite LA Girl Pro. I always get this wrong. LA Girl Pro color corrector, the orange one. And I'm only gonna spot treat. I have a gigantic pimple here, so I may color correct that. And I might color correct under my eye area. That's the only amount I'm gonna do. And maybe around my mouth area. That's it. You don't see me playing coloring in game with my color corrector. Please don't play a coloring in game with your color corrector, please. So with the same brush I used to spread my foundation, I'm gonna go in with my color corrector. This is a great tip because it has foundation in there already. It's gonna help blend that color corrector even more nicely. And see how you don't see that harsh orange disgusting patch that you see on Instagram? Honestly, Instagram really has killed the art of makeup in many sense. No funny drawing business. See how it's naturally given a flush of color without looking like a patchy mess? Once that is all blended in, now we go in with concealer. Also, mistake number 8 is blending foundation to your neck. A lot of people forget about the neck. Don't forget about the neck. Blend. I've already done my neck, so I kind of forgot to mention this, but yeah, mistake number 8 is remember your neck. It's still part of the vision of your head, chest. Please remember your neck. Okay, so the next thing, as I said before, is concealer, and concealer really gets to me when I see those massive triangles drawn on people's faces, especially on Instagram. The hardest thing to break down that trend is that it looks great on camera, and that's why a lot of us get sucked in and we try it in person and it just looks way too much. And so it's pretty hard to argue against these sorts of trends because they look awesome on camera, but that's where it ends. With concealer, I'm going in with the smallest amount of product, only in the inner area around my eye, that much. And if you want, you can put a little bit at the outside. And then of course you go in with a brush to blend this out. If you're doing this on yourself, yeah, maybe you can get away with using your beauty blender, but please do not use beauty blenders on clients. If you're a client, watch out for makeup artists that use beauty blenders. See how nice that looks? That is all you need, honestly. And then with the remaining amount of product on here, I'm going around where I color corrected earlier and just running my brush over them. You'd be surprised at how much product is remaining on brushes. Powder. I'm gonna try and not be so passionate about this, but I dislike baking. I see it as an excuse to use excessive product, and also it's a marketing gimmick. You do not need that much amount of excessive powder on your face. At makeup school, they don't teach you that, and quite frankly, it's a waste of product. From a sustainability point of view, like, you're just wasting makeup, good valuable makeup. So all you need to do to set this under eye is grab the smallest amount of product on your fluffy brush. Notice how it's not a gigantic brush, because big brushes don't get in there. So you need a medium-sized fluffy brush. Grab some powder, tip off the excess, and then go in looking up just under the area you've just concealed. And then with the remaining product, go around the areas that you put concealer on before, just a little bit. Again, tiniest amount of product, tip it off. And then if you have very oily T-zones like I do, I just tap on the product on here. Next is brows. So after I've done my base, what I do is I actually go in with a little, a Q-tip or like a cotton bud, and I get some micellar water on here. I use the Garnier one, and I actually run it over my eyebrows to get rid of all the excessive products I have, because I hate doing my eyebrows with like gunk in there, you know, foundation and concealer or whatever it is. Do you see that? And also it just makes your brows look darker, and so therefore you only need to use less product, so it's a win-win situation. Yeah, I really love using as less product as possible, even for full coverage looks. It's far better to use the least amount of product to still achieve that full coverage look. You just have to work in thin layers and build up your complexion, that's all. I feel like I'm letting you in on my trade secrets, but at the same time I do think that it's going to help a lot of people out there. So now, notice how I don't actually go in straight with just outlining my shape. No, I actually brush my hair and I find areas where I have sparse eyebrow spots, and then I only fill in those sparse areas. And with whatever is remaining on here, I go in and do my inner part of the eyebrow by doing small flicks, and then decreasing the pressure as I move in. Flick, flick, flick. And then of course you can run your brush to kind of blend out any harsh lines you see at the top, and bam. That really is it. I don't use too much product on my eyebrows either. But then again, I do have thick eyebrows, so I don't usually have to use a lot. But if you do have sparse eyebrows, only just fill in. So there, I have like a big sparse area, so I only fill that in. So I think that I've shared 10 tips already. However, I will leave you with this one tip or one thing to look out for, and that is a lot of people use concealer as their eyeshadow base. Now, it is okay if you're doing videos and stuff at home and you're not going to really wear it elsewhere to long events. But if you are a bride and you need your makeup to last long, you must, and I can't stress this enough, you must use an eyeshadow base, or the makeup artist must use an eyeshadow base. And this is why. It's because of science. Our skin in general, all over our body, produces oil, natural oils of our body. Some people produce more, some people don't. And certain parts of our face, where we put the makeup on, they produce different levels of oil. For example, under the eye, there's a reason why a lot of the concealers have the whole hydrating effect. It's because under the eye, it generally is a dry area. Hence it wrinkles fast and things accumulate under the eye. Is because it is a dry area. Therefore we need concealers which are designed to go under the eye to be more on the creamier hydrating side. Now if you put that on your eyelid also produces oil, and so therefore if you put creamy products on your eyelid, you're not actually putting a barrier to the oils, you're just letting the oils being released. And we know what oils do. They break down makeup. Oils break down makeup, hence all the removers and all of those things have traces of oil. And if you have oil being released on your eyelid, there is a good chance that it will start breaking down your eyeshadow, and you do not want that if you're wearing your makeup for hours and hours and hours, especially if you're an Indian or brown bride. This is something to watch out for, is that you do use good eyeshadow base and not concealer. Say no to concealer. So that's my last tip. Blush, highlighter, contour, bronzers, they are a thing of their own and deserve a whole separate video, because there are a few mistakes that people make with those. And then of course you have your eyeshadow, so that will be a separate video as well. And hopefully this series brings some insight into makeup application. Of course there's no right or wrong rule with makeup, but makeup does have a theory that we learn at makeup school, and there's a reason why we learn those things. And things like stage makeup, that's a whole new thing. And people like Scott Barn, you know, J-Lo's makeup artist, he uses theater makeup because that's what she needs to be on stage or to be photographed. So that's a whole new thing. But for weddings, and you want to look great in person and also on photos, so that's a whole new thing. So if you liked this video and you think that someone else, you know, someone getting married or someone looking for a makeup artist can benefit from this video, be sure to share this video with them, and I'm sure they will be very grateful. And if you do like this video, please like, please leave a comment, and remember that my June monthly giveaway will start next week. And if you do leave a comment below or you share a screenshot of my video on your Instagram story, remember to tag me. you will be going into draw to win my monthly giveaway for June. Today I am giving shout out to Manu Bagal. I think I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not saying this right, but yeah, Manu Bagal. Thank you for sharing my video on your story and also leaving lovely comments on my videos. I really do appreciate it. If you would like to go into the draw like Manu, then please be sure to share my videos or screenshots on your Instagram and also leave a comment or two in my video below. That's it for today. I hope this was fun and useful, and I will see you in another video very soon. Until then, stay safe, be productive, and so much love to all of you. Take care. Bye for now.